Greetings. Hello, everyone. So good to see you today. It is day 2185. Can you believe it? 2185 days we've been singing here together. Welcome to the Daily Antidote, a song. We are changing the world one song at a time. It's free, it's every day, Eastern Time at noon every day, yes, since March 2020. It's absolutely amazing. Every time I say these introductions, I can't believe it. But I'm Elise Witt, and I do believe that I'm here. I'm coming here from Pine Lake, Georgia, and I'm a regular song leader and host on the Daily Antidote. Hello to everyone on the live stream, Facebook, YouTube, all of you who are coming in. And today I'm very excited because I'm introducing someone who we've sung with once, but hopefully we'll sing with many more times. My neighbor and former mayor of my town of Pine Lake. This is Melanie Hammet, everyone. I'm so glad to have you with us today, Melanie. What are we singing?
Wonderful to be here. And we're singing a song today that is apropos for the times, I think. And so I'm going to be teaching the chorus so we can all sing it together. But the song is called "What Will We Leave Behind?" And so let's start with this chorus. So I'm going to sing it through one time so you get the sense of how it is, and then we'll work it together. We'll learn it together. And when the time rolls on, and when we are gone, what will we leave behind? It's very simple. So let's break it down. We get the right chord. And when the time rolls on. So let's just try that simple line. And when the time rolls on. And then the next piece. And when we are gone. So let's do that together. And when we are gone. And then the last line, which is the moment. What will we leave behind? What will we leave behind? Okay, so you've got three pieces. Let's put them all together. Okay, here we go. And when the time rolls on, and when we are gone, pause. What will we leave behind? I'm singing into the song from there. Give me a home, give me a home, give me a place to be with family and company where I can be known. Give me that home. Give me a sky. Give me a sky. Give me the air to breathe, stars to see, moon that rises high. Give me that sky. Here we go. And when the time rolls on, and when we are gone, what will we leave behind? What will we leave behind? What will we leave behind? Give me a world, give me a world. Give me that shining ball, a place we all can be. Give me that world. Here we go. And when the time rolls on, and when we are gone, what will we leave behind? Circle around. What will we leave behind? Again, what will we leave behind? What will we leave behind? What will we leave behind? kind? Will we have been blind? Will we have been kind? Will we have been blind? Will we have been kind? What will we leave behind?
Beautiful, beautiful. I love this song so much. And as you can see on the screen of faces that are taking it in and loving it also. Thank you, Melanie. I know that this song was a major part of the Women's History Month here in Pine Lake. So tell us a little bit more about maybe the song first and then about Women's History Month.
Well, I think there's not much to say about the song. I think one gets to a point at any age where one thinks about what do we leave singularly and collectively, and how do we effectuate the we of that legacy, and that's the essence of the song. And it's obviously not just as simple as the people, it's also the place, and it's also the bigger world. So those are the pieces of the song that, and I'll tell you one little sort of nerdy songwriting detail. If you examine each verse, a thing that gets left behind is each verse is one line shorter. So by the time you're in the third verse, there's one line that drops out. So one of the things that is left behind is the language drops out. So just
Wow.
what we leave behind. That's a little nerdy songwriter insider detail that I happen to love about that song.
That is super nerdy, which is great.
It is super nerdy. Um, so for the Women's History Month, we did, for the second year, we did a series every Friday night in the month of March. And this year, we featured women who were part of and involved with the immigrant and refugee community. And each night started with a song and ended with another performative art or inclusive performative art, dance or a song. So that was bookended into the series, which was pretty great. Another thing about the series that I especially loved was we catered the event through an organization called the Refugee Women's Network, who has a chef's club, and they provided food. So we were, in every way, we were embodying and being nurtured by this entire experience. So it wasn't women's history as in you sit, you listen to the details of a woman long gone. It was really, the title of the series is Our History is Now. So what are the histories that these women in front of you bring, and what are the histories we make as we sit in this room and we share narratives? So that was the kind of the point of the entire series was what is history, and how is history also immediate? So that's a big thing.
I was also really taken with why you started this series last year.
So February of 2025, which is last year, in February of 2025, a friend of mine alerted me to this thing that was happening on the Army and the Navy websites, as in the military, Army and Navy websites. They were systematically removing web pages related to women in the service. And I've done actually some songwriting work with female veterans. And so I had not that long ago heard from them what the meaning of their service to this country was. And so the idea that these women would be removed as part of what has gotten us to this point was so upsetting. This was February, that I got some folks together and I said, we have to do something in March, and we have to do it every single day. Every single day we must do something for Women's History Month. And one of my smart friends said, that sounds like a lot. Maybe we should just do it once a week. So I got talked off the ledge on that. But so every Friday last year we did an event just like I described, starting with a song, ending with a song or a sort of collective experience, and then in between we're usually women in pairs who got up and spoke about what history are they making, what history brought them to this moment, and what is the history in this immediate gathering that we are creating.
The discussions, the conversation between the women was very, very inspiring. And I want to add something to me that was really important, in that I went to a performance yesterday. It was very, very moving, and it was about the prison system here, which is so incredibly disturbing. And at the end of it, there was a lot of talk, and there were people, from the ACLU talking about what, everything that we can do. But there wasn't a moment where we in our bodies could metabolize these incredibly disturbing things that had happened. And I think what is so, I admire so much about what you planned for the Women's History series is that we began with music, and then at the end, there was again, there was art. There was either singing or moving our bodies so that we could actually, the stories that we heard, we could take them in, physically take them into our bodies. Especially this past week, Rebecca Goldsmith, who's been a guest here on the Daily Antidote that we love, Rebecca, basically she got up and she listened to the room. She could feel what was happening in the room, and she started singing, and then she got us singing one tone over which she improvised, her reaction, her synthesis of what we had just all taken in, and that we were able to take in with our, literally metabolize in our bodies what had happened. And sometimes, we talk so much here on the Daily. I know that we actually like to sing more than talk, and here I am talking. But that idea of really using dance. The week before, Celeste Miller had us all moving with words that we had heard, that we had taken in. So we were moving. We're using our bodies, and there's something that, talk, talk, talk. It just doesn't do the same thing. So I really admire that about that, and thank you for thinking about that as a ways to bookend these experiences, so that we're not just listening to people, we're actually part of what's happening.
Well, and don't forget the food. I mean, I really, but it's interesting because
Yes.
last year we did the food. The volunteers did the food, and went to Sam's, and we got the stuff that you get at Sam's, which is not to belittle that, but this year we said that we're going to cater this, and it's going to be really meaningful, thoughtful food that's integrated with the whole story, the story of what we're up to, what we're all up to. And I really felt like that is another embodiment that made a difference. I mean, I watched people just lose their minds over how delicious the food was. And also, again, like you say, you can't talk while you're eating. Well, I guess some people can, but but I don't want to stand next to them.
But it was also a way for people to connect,
Yes.
when we have our potlucks, when we, connecting over food is always, um, I see lots of nodding. I remember that you told a story about last week, um, a daughter and mother that came. Would you share that with us?
So the the way we advertised this in part was we put up posters around the lake, and a lot of people come into Pine Lake just to go for a walk around the lake because it's beautiful and it's meditative. And so this mother and daughter, let me say that the mother had turned 78. It was her 78th birthday within that week. So that gives you an idea of the mother-daughter age range. And they had seen a poster, and they said, we're not sure what this is, but I'm I want to, as the daughter, I'm going to surprise my mom by bringing her to this event. And I happened to be at the door when they walked in, and so the mother came first, and I said, "Oh, what brings you?" And she said, well, it's my birthday week, and my daughter said we should go to this. And I said, oh, really? So you're in? And she said, I don't know what this is. I don't know why I'm here except for that. I have no idea what's going to happen. But I'm glad to be here. So, so I asked, just walk around the room, please enjoy the food. And the room itself is set up with art and with just beautiful stuff, because the whole notion is when you walk into the room, you feel cherished. That's the emotive veil that you walk through. So at the end of the whole evening, they were leaving, and I said, "Are you glad you came? How was it for you?" And they were so emotional, and they just, we needed to do this. We didn't know what it was, and we're so glad we came, and this was so necessary to the two of us. They were really, really affected, and I loved that, because it was also then the relationship between the mother and the daughter that had kind of done this whole. There was an alchemy on many levels that had happened, and it was really touching.
Yeah, I think there were many, many, many connections that were made and continue to blossom out. Before you do your second song, is there anything you want us to know about things you have coming up, projects you're thinking about?
Um, the projects that I'm thinking about are still in the nonverbal. So they're in the kind of embodied, embryonic place. Um, and this happens to be a month of a lot of car repair, home repair, just the life admin. This is a life admin month, and it's a beautiful month to do it, with all the things blossoming and all that kind of stuff. So that's what's coming up for me. Anybody that wants to help me with home repair, please get in touch.
I'll be right over.
Yeah.
So, you have another song that was the way I originally wanted you to come sing with us today. So, will you grace us with this beautiful song?
I sure will. And let me, shall I introduce it a little? What do you think, Elise?
Yeah, you're welcome to, because it's.
Okay, so this, for a number of years, I was part of a children's music duo with Gerard McHugh, another local musician, and we each wrote original songs for kids, and we were called the Bugaboos, and we played a lot of very unusual spaces. It's kind of astonishing what people think of when they think this would be a great place to have children's music, which is sometimes not a great place to have children's music. So we had some unusual experiences, like we played an event called the Month of the Military Child. That was kind of an unusual space to play in, because of the mid-range missile launcher that was actually aimed at us while we were singing. It was not active. It just happened to be pointed in the direction of this stage. So all of which to say, this is a song that I wrote during those years, as a bugaboo, and I continue obviously to sing with and for kids. The song is called Air. I breathe in, I breathe out. It helps me cry, it helps me shout. And when I run, it's always there. I'm breathing air. A dog breathes in, a dog breathes out. And when he pants, that's what it's all about. Can you hear him bark? It's nothing rare, 'cause he's breathing air. It's glorious air. It's all around and way up there. It's up above and right down here. It's atmosphere. It's glorious air. A cat meows, a fish blows bubbles. Without the air, we'd be in trouble. And sometimes when I hold my breath, it's like a piece of sky inside myself. And I'm breathing air. tree breathes in. Water and air are where life begins. When the wind blows through the leaves, it's there. Yeah, they breathe the air. It's glorious air. It's all around and way up there. It's up above and right down here. It's atmosphere. It's glorious air. A cat meows, a fish blows bubbles. Without the air, we'd be in trouble. And sometimes when I hold my breath, it's like a piece of sky inside myself, as I'm breathing air. I'm breathing, I'm breathing, I'm breathing, I'm breathing. Cat meows, a fish blows bubbles. I'm breathing, I'm breathing. Sometimes when I hold my breath, it's like a piece of sky inside myself. I'm breathing air.
Oh, everybody, breathe some air.
I like that party cone, that little emoji party. I don't know what it was. Betty or something. I've never seen that before.
Oh, take a big breath of air, everyone. Another one.
There's another party cone.
Woo! Wow. All right, before we sign off, let's see what's happening coming up this week on the Daily Antidote of Song. Joe?
Thank you, Elise. Melanie, that was a blast. Thank you so much. Both songs really lovely and so fitting for what we're thinking about and talking about in here. Really love having you and hope to see you again soon. And Elise, thanks for great hosting. Of course, today, Melanie Hammet coming in out of Georgia. Tomorrow, we've got Melissa James joining us from the UK. On April 1, we're going to have Susie Burke singing with Aileen Vance hosting, and they're going to be together in person in Maine. On the April 2nd, we have Miles Spicer coming in from Maryland. Sophie Wellington is going to join us from Massachusetts on the 3rd. On Saturday, we're going to have Evie Layden joining us from Indiana. And on the 5th, it is the last day of our 6th year. So on April 5 and April 6, we will be celebrating last day of year 6 and first day of year 7. Both days, we're going to have lots of folks with us. So we hope that you'll join us both days for a big celebration. Thank you, everybody, so much. And back to you, Elise.
Well, one more round of applause for Melanie Hammet coming in from Pine Lake, Georgia. I love both of those songs so much. I'm so glad to have you and hope to have you again soon. There's exploding applause happening here everywhere. Okay, let's all wave goodbye now to our friends coming in on live stream, YouTube,